Hi there, Conscious Educator here today with this discussion in terms of maintaining our body's frequency. As many people know, in Eastern philosophy, medicine, they talk about the chakra system, they talk about the energy centers of the body, and those centers can get depleted, and thereby our immune system falters as a result. So there's several things I would recommend in regards to frequency. Number one is maintaining your vibe. Now, if you do work in a very negative workplace where people are constantly inundating you with negativity, i.e., perhaps a courthouse or a school, I'm a teacher and there's a lot of negativity there. You want to try and start that day with a high vibe, maybe have some affirmations of positivity, how the day will go well. The expression, fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel in that state, be in that state. State those affirmations. Maintain positive playlists. So have your go-to songs which fill your body with the tinglies, as I like to call them. Your system, your immune system gets supercharged by positive songs, positive words. I would suggest artists such as Michael Jackson, Kobe Calais, Jason Mraz, any kind of songs with lyrics that really fill you with positive energy. You want to put those on a playlist, and you want to have several playlists so you can rotate them. Also, nature music can also help. My mom works in a hospital, and she always has nature music on in the library where she works, and it really helps boost the patients emotionally, physically, spiritually with that sort of music. If you're surrounded by heavy metal or really negative lyrics, that's really going to distort your frequency. Secondly, importance of essential oils. You want to make yourself very knowledgeable about oils, which oils you can put directly on your skin and which you can't, because some you cannot, it will burn your skin. Mint oil is one you can put directly on your skin, and mint oil helps with numerous ailments, including headaches, fatigue. It can also be an immune booster, and each of these oils carries a different sort of frequency of what it can do for you. I'd also recommend frankincense and myrrh, bergamot, lavender, and getting a diffuser if you can afford it. At least a couple is great, one for one part of your home and one maybe for the bedroom. Diffuser is a great one. Another idea, taking daily supplements. Obviously, speaking to a holistic practitioner or a naturopath in terms of what supplements your body needs to function most effectively. There's so many toxins in our world, we need a way to take them out, and taking some supplements and things that will help us do that is definitely a good idea. Next one is in terms of food you're eating. If you're eating a lot of high sugar, eating high salt, high fat content, eating your feelings, in other words, that's going to obviously affect your frequency. When you're getting an illness, you need to eat clean, and you need to eat well, and you need to eat high fiber foods, things that are alkaline, things like avocados, things like brown rice or red rice. Red rice is super high in iron. You'd have to look at someplace like a T&T Asian supermarket to get that, though, because it's tough to find. You might want to look at mung beans. Mung beans are great. It's a Kachari dish that's known in Ayurveda that's super constituting to you if you are getting ill or you feel depleted. The Asian version of that is something called congee, which is similar, where the rice is really overcooked and there's vegetables as well. So sustaining dishes, soups. You may want to avoid things like gluten and dairy because these things are constipating to the system, especially if you're getting sick and you have high mucus. You don't want to throw some dairy on that. Now, Ayurveda really likes dairy in certain circles, but dairy doesn't always do well with all constitutions or when you're getting ill, so you might want to restrict that. And if you have to go on antibiotics, certain antibiotics will not work if you're on dairy. So just be careful with that. There's some excellent non-dairy yogurts out there. Just watch the sugar content. You're always reading your labels for sugar. Obviously, surrounding yourself with beautiful things in your home. I have a lot of artwork, as you can see, in my home. Beautiful things, quotes to inspire. Have yourself a wonderful space. If you have to share a place, then make sure within that place you have that sacred space that you can just go and reflect. And having a mindfulness practice will seriously up your frequency as well. Having some sort of a yogic practice with that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be chanting, but it does have to be yours, and it has to be soothing. The app called Calm is free for teachers, and the free version does have some capabilities, with the more advanced version being for pay if you're not a teacher. So I do recommend that. It's got a lot of natural great music on it, as well as different compilations you can use for sleeping as well as waking, and you can have it on at work as well if you have a Bluetooth speaker. Obviously restricting your Wi-Fi. If you can shut that off at night, Wi-Fi is everywhere. We can't escape from it, but at least we can adapt to it. If you can shut it off at night, great. But not being in fear, because fear is huge. Fear is going to decrease your frequency. So don't be in fear, be in confidence, be in your power. Even if your life is falling apart, you have to stay positive. You have to stay in the now, stay in the present moment, stay in gratitude, and always have a service to others and service to self attitude. So don't be the grinchy person that goes in the store. Be kind to people, open up to people, start a conversation with someone. That's community. And our society desperately needs community, and community is faltering with all of these Uber Eats and skip the dishes type enterprises that really take the meal process to an individual household and take it out of, people eating together. I think it's unhealthy to eat alone. That was quoted in the movie Under the Tuscan Sun, where the Italian says to Diane Lane that it's unhealthy to eat alone, and I totally agree with that. So these are just a few frequency building tips. The last one I'm going to mention is doing something you love, like Passions Hour. So doing art, doing theater, going for a walk, anything that makes your soul explode. For some people, that's dance. For some people, that's, breath work. So whatever works for you and makes you feel like $1 million, do that and schedule it into your day. Schedule it into your week, because this is what promotes the best life, and the best quality of life is really doing what you love. And if that doing what you love can make you some money on the side, then great, you got a good side hustle. So if you're selling your artwork or you're selling services, then do that. All right, so these are some tips I had for the day. Questions, issues, please message me or comment below. Have a great, healthy day, everybody.